Hello from southern Nicaragua, and today I wanted to touch upon the topic of waking people up. And I don't want to talk about it too long, but I think it's really important to remind yourself of a few things so that we can reach more people. And many of you know that we are in a very crucial time on the planet. We don't have a lot of time left to make a difference here, to perhaps alter the course of what is happening. Pretty soon, if we don't speak up and stand up, our liberties are going to be taken away. And please take note of what's happening in Australia and New Zealand right now, because that is a test run, that is a pilot run for what is coming to the rest of the world pretty damn soon. So the best approach to this is to continue to spread the truth and help people awaken to the truth. And it is happening, so don't freak out. Although it is an urgent time, also remember it is happening. People are awakening. Know this. I know this just based on my experience interacting with people all over the world. That people are waking up, and many of you know that, protests and rallies and events are happening more and more that are bringing huge awareness to the world. So my tips throughout this process and to help wake people up, and I almost hate saying wake people up because it's condescending, but it is the truth, really. But I like to say more, help people awaken to the truth and the truth that is all around them and the truth of what's happening in our entire world on so many different levels. So number one is pick a topic that is important to you. Think about somebody that you're trying to speak to, whether it's a friend or family or someone in your community or even on social media. Pick a topic that's good for you. And there's so many things happening right now in the world, and if you were to go at somebody who has no clue about any of this, or is living in the dark, or is believing the lies of our governments, if you come at them with all these topics, they're just going to be like, what? I can't handle it. And automatically they're going to think conspiracy. And that's happened to me a lot. So I'm speaking from my experience. So you have to pick one topic that you want to talk about, let's say on social media, where you know the facts. And I like to go through all my stuff to make sure, like everybody now is trying to nitpick and say it's false information. And we all know that Gates and gang are funding fact checkers and Snopes and all these things. So you want to pick something that you can back up and start with that. Be gentle. Be gentle and mindful of your vocabulary. And this is huge. If we talk down to people, if we call them names, stupid, or sheeple, or we tell people to wake up, they are going to shut off. I know that when people call me conspiracy theorist all the time, or call me a cult leader, or whatever it is, the name calling, I'm going to shut off too, right? So don't fight. Think of the people, think about your audience as a little child. Be gentle, be patient. Something I like to do before I post something that I know is controversial, which is like every day now. Something I like to do is take a moment to close my eyes, take a few deep breaths, and remind myself why I am posting this. It's not to be right. It's not to prove how smart I am. I'm doing this because I'm trying to bring peace to the world, to humanity. I'm trying to help with the future of our world for the kids. That's why I do it. So I'm remembering my intentions, and I remind myself that I am doing good in the world, and I am guided by divine energy in my efforts to try and help save the world. So I remind myself that, and I remind myself that I'm safe in my efforts, safe and guided. Next, a lot of people, I mean, again, I'm just speaking from my experience. People are abusive. I get tons of cyber bullies, people saying nasty things, name calling, stuff that doesn't even has no affiliation with what I'm even writing. Like, you can really see people's fear coming out, and I know too that there's a lot of trolls out there. And I was just reading an article on how the WHO even hired PR firms and 10,000 trolls to troll the internet and troll people who are going against the narrative. So I know sometimes that there are paid or volunteers or people are speaking out of fear. So I have compassion. It's hard sometimes to have compassion, isn't it? But I do. I mean, for the most part, I do. And I understand that people aren't thinking clearly, and people are scared, and people aren't healthy, and their nervous systems aren't functioning well, so they are going to react. So it's important that we don't react. Don't react to people online. Don't react to people in person. Be the bigger person. Be the light worker. Take a step back and send them compassion and love. And like I said, I know it's hard, but we have to. Don't create more drama. Don't add more fuel to the drama and the divide and the chaos and the fear and the confusion in this world. Be the bigger person. And remind yourself, and again, this is what I do, I remind myself, I'm not here to defend myself. I don't need to prove to somebody that I'm right, even though I know I'm right. But I don't need to defend myself. Remind yourself that you're doing this because you're trying to create peace in the world. So that's very empowering. Once you get to that point, that's empowering. Not reacting and not having to prove yourself. Once in a while, I do make a short comment and I state if I'm rebuttaling someone, just like research this or research that. But I've given up my efforts and any attempts to prove that I'm right. I mean, I can't do people's research for them, okay? And sometimes I'll write so much research in my posts, and those of you that follow me know how much research I do, and I'll write so much, and someone will still can't read what I've written, and they'll talk about something else, and I only have so much energy, and that's important for us to protect your energy. Keep your eyes on the prize. Stay away from the drama. I've already said that. And walk away from negativity. Protect your energy. Protect your energy, because it's really important. There's more to come. There's more to come. Protect your energy and protect your mind. Protect your mind from garbage, negativity, fear. Fear is being put everywhere, and everyone's projecting fear, and it's going to affect us. So do what you need to protect yourself. Walk away. Do good things for your body, your physical body. Take care of your mind. And align yourself with positive people. It makes such a difference. And even, I know a lot of you, tell me that you can't talk to anyone, your family, your significant other, your friends, anyone in your community. I mean, I find that hard to believe now because just so many people are waking up, and maybe I know a lot of people have woken up, but they're not talking either within their communities. But even if you don't have that or can't find that yet, social media is a great place because there's a lot of truth people out there, and a lot more people are getting vocal. So that's all I can say is like, know your facts, be gentle with people, plant the seeds. Don't try and shove information down people's throats. At this point, it's not our job to educate. It's either plant the seeds and people get it or they don't. And a lot more people are getting it. And I wanted to say something else, but I can't remember. Yeah. I guess my reminder is it's not our job to teach people. Oh, I know. This is what I was going to say. Even though it might seem like people aren't responding to your information, it will eventually happen. And people are listening. And that's the way, again, I'm speaking from my experience. I have so much support and I have so many people following me who think the same, but in the beginning it wasn't. So I had to go through this mountain of hanging in there and just being honoring my truth, and not my truth, but honoring, just sharing and doing the things that I know that are right. And I had to block a lot of people. I'm still blocking people actually, but in the beginning I had to block a lot of people. So just know that people do come around. And if you are speaking respectfully and with love, you are remembering your intentions, you are providing factual information as opposed to opinions, and you're being consistent, people, they have no choice. Eventually they're going to be like, well, this actually seems logical, or there is some science here, or there is evidence here, or what if I took a step back and saw a bigger picture and realized that there are two sides to every story, not just what the media or the government's saying, so think about how you are going to communicate your messages. Bless it with your own love, and remind yourself that you are guided by a bigger energy, an energy that's bigger than you, and this is the right thing to do. I am sending you love, and I'm sending you strength, and I want you to know that I all think you're amazing, and we'll get through this. I know that whatever is going to happen is going to happen. I'm aware of that. But at the same time, I personally can't sit back and do nothing. We all have our different parts to do, and different ways of sharing information, different ways of raising the vibrations of the planet. So it doesn't have to be that you have to speak up and withstand abuse. Maybe it's in another way. Maybe it's just privately talking to someone. Maybe it's going to a protest. There's so many protests happening around the world right now. If you're unsure of where, I post them all the time in my Facebook stories. Maybe it's just taking care of you. Maybe that's just where you're at. Maybe you don't want to be around people, or maybe you know stuff, but you just don't have the energy or the strength for whatever reason. And that's okay too. Okay? But if that's who you are, then I want you to make sure you take care of you. And that is going to help the planet as well. You just raising your vibrations, taking care of your body, taking care of your health, taking care of your mind, taking care of your heart, that will help the planet too. And if we can all focus on raising our own vibrations, that is going to be huge in itself. So know that I'm with you, and I will continue to post what I can, post important information, and keep trying to inspire and support you guys too. We are all in this together, and this is such an important time on Earth. And if we take the fear out of it, it's actually such a beautiful time on Earth. And it's amazing that on some level we all chose to come here, and I really believe that. I really believe that we all chose to be here on the earth together at this time. I love you.